I don't have a sponsor or jingles or discount codes. I know, just me, and the hope that this podcast brings you something real. So if Calm It Down means anything to you, if it's helped even just a little, consider joining Calm It Down Deeper. Daily affirmations, early episodes, some guided meditations. Head over to calmitdownpodcast.com and click Deeper. And if now is not the right time, no worries. Still grateful that you are here. Now, on with the program. There is a moment that happens after you've been hurt enough times, right? You feel your shoulders tighten, your jaw clench, your heart pull back just a little further than what it did before. And then you think, this is how I survive. If I stay hard, nothing can break me, right? So you build walls, you sharpen your edges, and you learn to live behind glass. And it works for a while. Until one day you realize nothing is getting in anymore. Not the pain, but also not the warmth, not the hurt, not the love. You're safe, you're alone. I'm Chad Lawson, and let's calm it down in 3, 2, 1. Here's what no one tells you about armor. It protects you from the world, absolutely, but it also separates you from it. You stop letting people hurt you, but you also stop letting them reach you. Every conversation becomes a little careful transaction, right? Every connection has a ceiling. Every moment of tenderness is met with, oh, that's sus. Because you've learned soft equals weak, open equals unsafe, vulnerable equals pain. And maybe that was true once. Maybe someone took advantage of your openness. Maybe your softness was met with cruelty or indifference or even betrayal. And for that, I'm sorry. So you promise yourself, never again, ever. But here's the cost. You're not just keeping them out. You're keeping yourself in, trapped behind walls that you built for protection, but that now feel more like a prison. We've been sold a story about what strength looks like. It's hard, impenetrable, right? Unmoved. Strong people don't cry. They don't bend. They don't need. Strong people hold it all together, no matter what. That's not strength. It's just being rigid. And rigid things don't survive impact. They shatter. Real strength, it bends, it flexes, and it stays rooted while swaying. Real strength knows when to hold the line and when to let go, right? Real strength can be soft because it's not afraid of what softness might reveal. So let's be clear about something though. Softness is not being passive. It's not letting people walk all over you. It's not saying yes when you mean no. Softness is presence. It's staying open when everything in you wants to shut down. It's choosing tenderness, even when the world has given you reasons to become hard. It's the courage to feel deeply in a world that tells you that feeling is weakness. Softness is not the absence of boundaries. It's boundaries held by grace instead of walls built from fear. That's what softness is. So here's the thing about softening. It doesn't make you more vulnerable to the wrong people. It makes you more discerning. When you're hard all the time, you cannot tell the difference between someone who's unsafe and someone who's just unfamiliar, because then everyone feels like a threat, right? So you keep everyone at arm's length, even the people who would never hurt you. But when you soften, when you lower the defenses just enough to actually feel, you start to notice the difference. You can sense who meets your openness with care and who takes it as an opportunity. You can feel who's worthy of your tenderness and who's proven they're not. Softness gives you information that walls never could. So, how do we do this, right? How do you stay open without losing yourself? Well, let's try this, okay? We have to start small. You don't have to soften toward everyone all at once. It doesn't work that way. Choose one person who's earned your trust, one relationship that feels safe, okay? And then practice softening there. Say the thing that you are scared to say. Share the feeling that you would usually hide. Ask for the thing you need, not because you have to, but because you're learning that softness in safe spaces, that it won't destroy you. It deepens you. And then notice, how does your body feel when you let someone be there and you soften? Does it feel like relief? Does it feel like an exhale? Or does it feel like exposure? Like you're waiting for the attack? Your body will tell you who's safe to soften with. Trust it. Listen to it. Because here's what most people get wrong. They think boundaries are walls. That if you have boundaries, you're closed off, you're protected, right? But boundaries, they're not walls. Walls keep everything out. Boundaries decide what comes in. A boundary says, you can come close, but not like that. And you can know me, but not all of me. And you can be here, but you have to be kind. Boundaries are the reason that you can afford to soften. Because you know that if someone crosses the line, you'll protect yourself, right? Not by shutting down, but by speaking up. Softness with boundaries is the strongest thing you can be. Here, try this with me. Close your eyes if you are in a safe space. Take a breath. Now scan your body. Where are you holding tension right now? Your shoulders, your jaw, your stomach. Notice it. Don't judge, just notice. Now breathe into that space and imagine the tension as ice slowly melting. Doesn't disappear, just softens a little. Then say to yourself, I can be soft and still be safe. I can be open and still be strong. I can be soft and still be safe. I can be open and still be strong. Let your body believe it. When you start softening, really softening, something unexpected happens. People start reaching for you differently. Not because you change who you are, because you let them actually see you. Conversations get deeper. Connections feel real. Love stops feeling like a risk assessment and starts feeling like relief. Inside, you feel lighter. Because holding walls up all the time is exhausting. Softness lets you rest, lets you feel, lets you be human in a world that's always demanding you to be more. So here's the question that you have to ask yourself. Who are you protecting by staying hard? Is it really keeping you safe? Or is it keeping you small? Is it protecting your heart? Or is it protecting the part of you that's afraid to hope again? Because here's the truth, okay? The walls you built may have saved you at one time, but now they're just in the way. So the art of softening without losing yourself is not about lowering your defenses. It's about knowing when to hold the line and when to let go. It's about choosing presence over protection, connection over control. It's about trusting that you can be tender and still be whole. The world doesn't need more walls. We don't. It needs more people that are brave enough to stay soft in the face of hardness, to choose openness, even when it's risky, to remember that the strongest hearts aren't the ones that never break. They're the ones that break and still dare to open again. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for living. And until next time, be kind to your mind. Join me again as we calm it down. To find more episodes of Calm It Down, see where I may be appearing in your area, or just simply want to know where to send me some chocolate chip cookies, visit calmitdownpodcast.com. This podcast was written and produced by yours truly, Chad Lawson, composer, pianist, and nationally recognized sweet tooth. The views, expressions, and techniques in this episode are of my personal opinion and not intended, nor should they, serve as a substitute for medical advice or diagnosis rendered to you by your individual doctor or other healthcare provider. Only a licensed physician should evaluate your situation, provide a diagnosis, or render other medical advice to you. And you should only act upon the advice of this physician. Now, I'm an extreme empath by nature, but my profession is that of a composer and pianist, not a licensed therapist or physician. I hear from thousands of listeners how my music has helped them through various stages of emotional needs, and I simply want to offer this in future podcast episodes to aid those needs. So to find a list of licensed professionals in your area, please visit calmitdownpodcast.com. And if you've enjoyed today's episode, please leave a review, or better yet, share it with a friend. While it takes less than 60 seconds to do, its impact will last for years to come, as every little bit helps in growing the awareness and the importance of mental and emotional health. Thank you for listening. Thank you for living. And until next time, be kind to your mind and join me again as we calm it down.